Now we're going to take a look at the Outdoor Revolution Ozone Safari 6.0 XTR tent. So the first thing that you can notice with the Safari is, and it's deliberate and it's a selling point, is the peaked top of the air beams. So as you can see, they don't do that on any of the other tents. So they do it on there. I'll show you the reason why in a second. But this is probably the best material that you'll find on any tent with the exception of the Kalahari. So this is 420 HDE material. So in terms of material, is absolutely top quality. So as we walk around now, you can see at the front, you've got those three big panels at the front. They've also got a separate window just down here as well. Now on this tent there is 5 air beams, and there's a big window, a big mesh panel door there, and another big window there. And you can also see here that you've got the big see-through panel just there as well. Now moving to the back part of the tent, as you can see down here, there's a little lip to let a little bit of air flow through to try and prevent condensation. And as we move around the back, as you can see how wide this is at the back. And once again, also it's got a big flap here, and that has also got mesh panel under there for a big mesh panel under there. And that is once again just to let the condensation through, just to get a bit of air flowing. The average adult breathes about a pint of moisture into the air when they're asleep. So, you know, having those vents definitely helps make a difference. Another big window there, a canopied entrance to the doorway here, and we all know I love a canopy. So you've got this mesh panel here as well. So straight in front of this mesh panel over there is another mesh panel as well. So any breeze is going to just go straight through, and that's also helped by the mesh panel on that part of the doorway as well. So as you can see, that untoggles and that zips up. Now back to the front again then. So like I say, once again, I sort of took for granted really just how big tents have become. So the weight of this one is around about 50 kilos, obviously with the material. So as we take a step inside now, and it is warm, so you've got all these big window panels here. You've got these bits here which can zip across as well, and there's a smaller zip on that section there as well. Mesh panel toggle area there, and there's also a bit here when you can let a little bit more air through, and that's a mesh panel there. Moving into the, well, let's go back here. So as you can see here, if it's raining outside, you're not gonna have any problems with spending, you know, a day in here. You know, there's so much space, you're not gonna get claustrophobic anytime soon. You have the option to go to that in a second. So as you can see here, you've got this great big door, or if you're due to have good weather, that door can zip right the way back. So this is a canopied area here if you wanted to have that as a separate section there. You could also zip this section down as well. So once again, rather than having sections and segregating different areas, you could just choose to have one big space going right the way through. So once again, if you look at the peaked beams now, the reason why they do these beams is because it generates extra height. So I'm 6 foot 4.5, and like I say, I'm right at the very back, but because it's got such a high roof, it definitely adds an element of extra space. On this air beam here, you've got Velcro straps for your up-down lights. You've also got the same in this porch area as well on both sides. You've also got the same here as well. You've also got a section here where you can add the roof tension poles as well. I think this is the only tent that allows you to do that, as you can see through that section there as well. So just standing back here at where the bedrooms start, if you look at how much space you've got in front of you, there is loads and loads of space. but because the way in which the windows are designed is also letting a load of light in as well, and those mesh panels are helping to keep the airflow and keep it cool as well. No side extensions on this one, but you've got this large bedroom area here as well. So as you do in a lot of the bedroom sections, you've got a pocket down there for Kindles, phones, etc, etc, etc. You have the ability to remove some of these door sections as well. So if you wanted to have one really big space and one smaller one, or three the same size, or one absolutely massive one, you do have the option to do that as well. So once again, in terms of actual physical spec, this is probably with the exception of the polycotton Kalahari, this is probably the highest spec tent. It's unreal.
Hi, I'm Rich and welcome to That Awning Guy. With years of experience in the leisure industry, I'm here to bring you everything from the latest awnings and tents to expert tips, reviews and sneak peeks at new product. Whether you're a caravanner, motorhomer or camper, this channel has something for you. Subscribe now and enhance your outdoor adventures.